Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of the King's Castle. King James, along with Blair Chopin, Pete Kohlberg, and our guest co-host, Sasha Pierce. And tonight we're breaking down the week in sports and in pro wrestling. But gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta switch gears here for a second. Why say that loud on the web? Anyway, I gotta switch gears here for a second.
James, do you believe in equal pay?
Yes!
Okay. I take back my sexist chauvinist comment.
I gotta switch gears here for a second because this past Sunday in Boston, we saw the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, which was headlined by a huge triple main event. But I want to start off by talking about what went down in the Universal title match between Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens.
Those guys had an extreme dislike for each other.
Well, because just like in the typical Hell in a Cell match, this match was marred in controversy because it was pretty even up until Seth Rollins decided to pull a fire extinguisher out from under the ring. And I thought he was going to aim it towards Rollins, but instead he ends up blinding the referee. So the referee has to get medical attention and was taken out of the cell. That opened the door for Kevin Owens' best friend Chris Jericho to sneak in and turn the match into a handicap match. And Rollins fought valiantly as ever, including slamming Owens through 2 tables. But in the end, it wasn't enough because the handicap factor proved to be the difference maker. Kevin Owens is still your Universal Champion. But I gotta ask you guys, what's next for Rollins? Because
jail.
I mean, as far as the storyline, silly, because, quite frankly, this being a Hell in a Cell match, it could have been his last chance.
No.
What do you guys think?
I don't think so.
I think he'll come back.
Really?
Yes.
You think he'll get another shot while Kevin Owens is champion?
Yep.
Yes, because he's under contract with them. He's not going to go away forever.
Well, he may be under contract with the WWE, but after 2 or 3 attempts, it's very common to say that one superstar won't get a title shot as long as another superstar is champion. So,
who else are going to get the title shot to?
Well, Stephanie McMahon has always been one to show favoritism, so I wouldn't be surprised if she singles.
He'll work his way.
I wouldn't be surprised if she singles Rollins out to go to the back of the line. I mean, think about it. You got
This is setting Rollins up to be in a Rosa Parks situation.
First of all, that's an entirely different subject.
But James, he's one of the biggest superstars they have. They're not gonna just give him the boot and say no more title shots.
Well, wait a minute.
He might have to overcome some obstacles to get
Wait a minute. I didn't say they weren't going to give him another title shot. I said they probably wouldn't give him another title shot as long as Kevin Owens is still champion. Now,
well, aren't they trying to build a rivalry between those two fellers?
Well,
both nice guys.
I thought they were after SummerSlam, and perhaps the cell match this past Sunday was the climax.
Ooh,
but
I like climax.
But that could be just me. But think about this for a second. Sasha, this is just a matter of opinion here. From a business perspective, would you say if you give somebody maybe 2 or 3 attempts to do the same thing, and they screw up all 3 times for one reason or another, don't you think enough is enough?
Depends on what they did.
That's true. It depends on how big the mistakes are. It's a great answer.
Well, they did. Mick Foley did say that the controversy involving Jericho did leave a nasty taste in his mouth.
Ooh, that's not what you want.
But that's not.
James, what food leaves the nastiest taste in your mouth?
Well, probably
Cracker Barrel?
no. Probably spinach or Brussels sprouts.
Spinach. Oh, God. You're not Popeye. What about tofu? Have you had tofu before?
Ugh.
Ugh,
I actually have.
Do you like it?
Oh wait, that wasn't tofu. That was tiramisu.
What do you think of sushi?
I like it.
I like
sushi too.
But anyway, we gotta switch gears here for a second and talk about the match that everyone's still talking about. The match that made history, the first ever women's Hell in a Cell between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Now I gotta say,
I don't know who to root for in that one.
I gotta say,
My friend or my city?
the first point I need to bring up is this was actually the main event
Wrong.
of the paper. Where I saw the show, I'm not wrong here. This was actually the main event of the pay-per-view itself, which I think is huge because
Huge moment for women.
Because this is the first time the women's division has had a chance to main event a pay-per-view.
Cured sexism.
Blair, will you stop with the sexism jokes, please? It's a family show.
Okay.
Anyway, this was the main event, and
Might as well have been Susan B. Anthony.
to be honest, the way it started was quite shocking because
Were they
they brought it's a PG show. They can't do that.
They can blur them out.
Anyway, they brought the two combatants out to the ring, and they lowered the cell into the ring after the combatants were already in.
What are you calling them combatants for?
Because that's what they're called in wrestling and boxing.
Okay, you say so.
But anyway,
Like they're in war.
Charlotte pulled a stunt by striking Sasha even before the cell was even on the ground.
God.
So
Rude, huh?
therefore the match got started outside the cell, which was bad enough. So then Sasha starts trying to climb the cell to get away and try to gain the advantage by starting it on top. But Charlotte catches her, ends up powerbombing her through the announce table.
Spanish one?
Yep.
Ooh. No bueno.
And we thought it was over right there because
Muy mal.
because all three of the commentators thought that Sasha couldn't compete, and they were about to award Charlotte the title via forfeit, but Charlotte said, "No way! I want to get in there and do this." And
Was that her exact quote on the record?
No, but she was being taken out on the gurney, and she jumped back in the cell.
You just slandered her. Saying she said something she didn't. Character assassination.
Where?
She's taking you to court.
Where? I am trying.
Good luck finding a lawyer.
I am trying to analyze the match to the best of my ability. Now, will you please let me finish?
Okay.
Now, anyway, Charlotte got back in the ring.
Wrong.
Stop it. She got back in the ring, finished the match, and unfortunately, despite her best efforts, she came up a little short, and Charlotte is now a 3-time women's champion on Raw, but more importantly, she is now 13-0 at pay-per-views.
Ooh, that's impressive.
Which is huge in its own right.
I'm only one.
But
Who did you fight?
Bubba the Love Sponge.
But what do you guys make of all this? Do you think the women kind of raised the bar for the future of the sport?
I think this was a huge moment for women and everywhere. We might as well have passed the 20th Amendment again. Because this was
Pete?
huge. Oh, I'm banned from talking? Pete, what do you think?
I think they're trying to start another streak like the Undertaker's streak, actually.
Oh, wow. Well,
Now,
that's a hot
now
take.
wait a minute.
That
To think
takes-
it specifically.
that takes
now,
fever.
I gotta mention something since you said that.
Of course you do.
Now, remember, Pete, the Undertaker streak was specifically geared towards WrestleMania,
WrestleMania.
Right.
not pay-per-view.
But
Right.
I think he's saying they just want her to have a big undefeated streak.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
She might lose it at WrestleMania, James.
Could be. Now,
Tough man.
Brock Lesnar.
Sasha, just speaking from
Brock Lesnar would break
a
her
personal perspective here,
Oh no.
From a feminine perspective.
would you, if you were in their shoes, would you be brave enough to step inside a cage and wrestle a match if someone gave you a chance?
I think
Oh
so.
yeah.
Really? You wouldn't?
Wait, hold on. Who would you want to wrestle in a cage?
I'll tell you who should want to wrestle. I'll tell you who should want to wrestle.
James, you don't speak for her. Chauvinist.
I don't know.
She has her own voice.
I will wrestle Sasha.
Ooh, wrestle Beyonce for the right to the name Sasha Fierce.
There you go.
That's
Right.
the match.
The name Sasha Fierce will be on the line. In one corner, you got Beyonce Knowles, and in the other corner, Sasha Fierce. So, that would be a good fantasy match. But,
Well,
but when we come
that's
back,
when I leave.
we gotta talk a little bit about. We gotta talk a little bit about Survivor Series coming up in 3 weeks, and Goldberg's involvement this past Monday on Raw. So stay right there.
Wow, fantasy match. There we go.